Hello, good evening, everyone. Nice to have you here again, and welcome to the 11th Building Bridges webinar series. My name is Benjamin Abara of TISU Consulting, and you're all welcome today. Today, we are having a very interesting approach in our 10th Building Bridges webinar, where we talked about the migration support systems in Nigeria. We had someone very, very important here with us. We had the Migrant Resource Center, Ministry of Labor and Employment, the head in Benin, Joan Annie, where she told us about the activities of the Migrant Resource Center. And in the process of our conversation, we had a lot of thoughts around it. And most of the pressing issues was, how do we get this information out there? How do people know what Nigeria is doing as it relates to migration, and what are the supports that Nigeria is actually giving? And this sparked a lot of conversations, and it was really an interesting one. If you haven't seen it, I would suggest that you go and watch it on our YouTube channel. And today we decided to drill in a bit deeper. We looked at and said we need to have conversations with people who have gone through the process, people who have benefited from the Migrant Resource Center, and let us hear their own aspect of the story. How did they hear about it? What kind of program did they engage with? How did it impact them? And these are the things that we'll be discussing here today. So those of you joining us on YouTube, just say hello. For those that are returning, put your name and say you're returning. For those that are new, just say I'm new. And we'll be expecting you to drop that as the program goes on. So welcome once again. And driving the conversation for today is Angela Atonda, the Managing Director of the Esangbedo Humanitarian Foundation. So at this point, I'm going to be handing over the mic to Angela Atonda. Good evening, ma. Nice to have you here with us.
Good evening, everyone. It's such a pleasure being here again. And it's always so wonderful when we have programs and we have insights from different people telling us what they've experienced and what they're doing, and enlightening our audience about, how we should go about migration and all that. And so last time we were here, we the Migrants Resource Center. A lot of people did not know we had such resource available to us. People just want to get up and travel, but you have the Migrants Resource Center who is working with GIZ, not only to train people, they tell you the kind of documentations you need to travel, they tell you the kind of places you should bother to travel to, what do you need to travel there. They tell you the areas where you need skilled labor, where we need education. They're able to guide on the right path to migration. And so it was very good speaking with them. And then, after that meeting, we kind of got the idea that, listen, with what these people are doing, you really don't need to travel to get the best out of who you are in Nigeria. And so try to have this follow-up event where we're talking to people who are saying, yes, we're here. We did not travel, but through the Migrant Resource Center, through their partners being GIZ and people like us, Esangbedo Humanitarian Foundation, we're able to link them up to the right information on what they can do for themselves. You don't even have to be educated. We also have someone here today who is not as educated as the other people here, but is doing absolutely well with the little she has been able to get from the Migrant Resource Center and GIZ. So today, we're not only just talking, we're having the conversation, must I travel abroad? We're having the conversation, are people there really doing a lot better than we who are here at home? We're having the conversation, what can I do with the academic qualifications I have gotten here in Nigeria? What can I do with the skills I have gotten here in Nigeria? There are people I know from church who from selling groundnuts have become millionaires. There are women we know who we just trained to make soap, and they're doing great things. There are women who have been taught a bit of catering. There are those who have been taught millinery, making hats and all that. So those are things we're trying to encourage people to get into. So don't just look at people abroad. Not everyone abroad is actually having such a wonderful time over there. So what we've been able to do today, because our focus now is here in Nigeria, there is a lot you can do for yourself. So we've been able to get people here with us today who have gone through the process. They are graduates, there are people who are not graduates, but through the Migrants Resource Center, they have been able to get themselves to a point where they are self-sufficient, they've improved their skills, it's opened doors for them to get jobs, and then there are those who had also opened doors for them to be able to set themselves up with little businesses, adding resources to them to take care of their families. So we're happy today to have with us Mr. Alfred Ifezwe. We're happy to have with us Mr. David Lebem Bugu. And then we also have Madam Ruth, who is right there in the Migrant Resource Center office, who is also going to speak with us. And I'm hoping that while we speak, our audience will be able to send in their questions, valid questions for these people to attend to them and tell them, yes, these are things we've gone through and we can give you the right answers right here and now. So I would like to call first and foremost on Mr. David. David, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So, David, welcome. You're one of those who has been blessed to have been through what they're doing with the Migrants Resource Center, what they're doing for our youths and our big men like you who have, from their little exposure, you've been able to become something. So, we'd like you to tell us about yourself. Tell us how you heard about the Migrants Resource Center. Tell us what they've been able to do for you and how you are using what they've been able to teach you to stay relevant in Nigeria of today, because we're telling people that right here in Nigeria, you can do a lot for yourself. Thank you so much, David, and we want to hear from you now.
All right, man. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm so delighted to be part of this edition of Building Bridges webinar series, themed Making Moves Without Leaving Home. I'm a proud beneficiary of MRC training program, which I participated during my service here. That was 2023. But at that time, I didn't fully realize how much the program would actually transform my personal and professional life. Through MRC, I discovered that meaningful progress doesn't always require you leaving the country, all right? And then I actually learned that how to make the right moves where I am, like right here at home. From understanding the proper channels of migration to crafting effective CVs, cover letters, and most importantly, recognizing and leveraging the numerous opportunities that exist here, right here in Nigeria. One of the key highlights for me was the 1 week advanced data analysis skill training position organized in partnership with GIZ. That was my actually first encounter with Microsoft Excel. And that actually reshaped how I approach data from presenting to visualization. So it's a skill I still use in my daily and current role. The internship placement I received through the program was another defining moment. It allowed me to apply my skills in real work environments, and I gained hands-on experience and build confidence to grow professionally, all without going outside the country. Today, I'm proud to say that I currently work as an accountant and I also volunteer remotely as a business analyst for a consulting firm based in US. These opportunities are clear proof that one can grow even without stepping outside the country. So the MRS program opened my eyes to the fact that making moves is not just about changing location, but about changing your perspective and developing competence and seizing that opportunities within each. I also remain deeply grateful to MRC for creating the platform that empowers Nigerians to actually make moves without even leaving home and to build a feeling sustainable career locally and globally. So my advice to participants or those who are actually intending to join is that they should take this opportunity, engage it, take it seriously, and it will actually help them a long way, even after the training. So I heard how I got to hear about the training was I was serving here in Edo at the secretariat. I think it was a friend actually recommended this training for me. And then I was Alfred, yes, he recommended this training for me right there at the secretariat. I had the first training, which was on employability training, right there at the secretariat. So that's how I heard about the program, and I seized the opportunity and I maximized it. And today, by the grace of God, I'm doing well by the grace of God. I don't know if I answered your question, ma'am.
Yeah, you really touched on a lot of very interesting things. So I'm happy to hear you were right there in the secretariat when you heard about it, and you decided to take up that opportunity. That's actually very good news. Now, what I want to ask, you said something while you were speaking. You said you are currently consulting for an organization in the US. How did that happen?
Okay, I volunteer as a business analyst as a consulting firm in the US. Okay, these skills are actually got from MRC. We showed how to craft effective CVs, and after the training, I maximized it. I engaged it, draft my CVs, and build a portfolio using the skills I actually acquired from MRC, and then just put it out there in LinkedIn. And then anytime I see any post requesting for volunteers to apply, because my CV was well crafted and revamped, no one could just resist my CV. So I just applied for the volunteer role, and then I got it because our facilitators did a nice job, like preparing us well for during interview sessions and all of that. So when I was done with preparing my CV and all of that, I sent in my application, and by the grace of God, I was able to ace the interview. So that's how I got it. It was on LinkedIn.
Now that is really interesting, because what I hear from you now is currently you're volunteering, but in the society today where we do remote work all over, it means also you can actually get a proper job in the US right from here. Yes. Volunteering, it means from here you can, with what you've learned, you can actually get a full-time job online, a remote job online with an organization in the US. That's what we're saying.
It is very possible. In fact, recently I got a mail. I got a mail for that in that regard. It's very possible, man. It's very possible.
Okay, so when we hear all this, what do you have to tell those who are all thinking, oh, I must jackpot to get the right thing I want in life? Because that's actually why we're here. We want people to know right here at home, you can do well without traveling out. What do you have to tell people who are thinking, I must go abroad to get this?
Well, it doesn't.
We're saying you are making moves without leaving home. That's what our topic is today. So how do you tell people that, listen, you can actually make moves right here in Nigeria and you are internationally recognized?
Okay, for me, it doesn't take much. First of all, you have to change your perspective that you can actually make a change even without leaving home. You have to, first of all, do with your perspective. You need to change your perspective that right here right here at home, you can actually make a change. Once you change your perspective, it's possible. Anything is possible. So I first of all change the perspective that even without me traveling abroad, I can actually make change and then create value for myself. All right, so that's a game changer for me. That's what actually changed everything.
Okay. That's beautiful. And my final question to you before we get, you're still going to be here, you're still going to talk to us, but a question I have specifically for you now is, with what you have gotten from MRC, from GIZ, how are you, because as Benjamin said when we had introductory talk, the problem we have is a lot of people don't even know what we have. The truth is, until I started working with migration and the Refugee Commission, I never knew that Nigeria had something called the Migrants Resource Center. I basically knew about them maybe about 3 years ago. And then, to know the amount of work they put in and what they do. So what are you doing to help your generation, people of your generation, your classmates? What are you doing to help them know that there is an opportunity like this to grow themselves and improve on who they are?
Okay, in any opportunity, I always try to enlighten my friends about, because I'm a beneficiary of this program. So whenever opportunities like this comes up, I make sure I share it with my network. Right.
So may I ask, how many people did you invite to join this webinar today?
Okay. Okay. Just I shared it in my group cell, so I don't know. Most of them will join. Definitely.
So we're hoping they will be on the YouTube link, watching us and listening to us.
Hopefully, ma'am. Hopefully, ma'am.
All right. David, thank you so much. As I said, you're still here and we will still come back to you because some people are putting in the questions and we will definitely come back to you. So just be on standby for us. And can I use this opportunity now to welcome our brother, Alfred Ifezwe. Alfred, are you here this afternoon? Alfred.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, Alfred. How are you?
Good
I can't see
afternoon, ma.
you. I can hear your voice, but I can't see you.
I'm fine, ma.
Is your video on? Yeah, your video is not on, so I can't see your face.
So...
We need to know who we're talking to. Alfred. Oh, great, great, great. Happy we can see your face now. How are you, Alfred?
I'm fine.
How are
Good
you, Alfred? Can
afternoon,
you hear
ma.
us?
Thank
Good
you.
afternoon. Great. Great to have you with us. It seems your network is a bit shaky, but I'm hoping we can get a good conversation, a good discourse from you.
Yeah,
So, Alfred, you had a discussion just now with David, and I'm happy to know he said you were the one that introduced him to start the training with the employability training and all that. So, tell us about yourself. Tell us what you do. Tell us how you got involved with the Migrants Resource Center. Tell us the trainings you've gone through with them. Tell them what it has done for you and how it's helping you currently, because for you to still be in Niger, definitely you are someone who people should listen to, because most of your generation, I think, how do I get out of here? But since you're here, it means there is something holding you back that is telling you you can make it right here without leaving Nigeria. So let's hear from you what it is that has kept you here and what it is that you've gotten from the MRC and GIZ and organizations like us that we're bringing out the youth to know that back right here at home, you can make moves without leaving Nigeria. So you're welcome, Alfred. Let's hear from you.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alfred Utstudilichupi Fezwe. I currently work as an inventory manager at NRI. I got to know MRC of when I was serving. Me and Dave served almost together. So one of our CDS meetings in Secretariat. So we're introduced by the CLO that there's going to be a meeting on employability, and I said, okay, let me key into it. And I went for the meeting, and it was very impactful. They taught us how to write CV, then how to like they taught us how to write CV, and also the right way and the right channel when you are migrating, because most people don't follow the proper process. They prefer shortcuts, or they feel shortcut is cheaper, so they just key into it, and at the end of the day, most of them end up getting scammed. So they taught us the right and proper way to migrate. Then I was also introduced to their skill acquisition program, and I keyed into it. Mrs. Joanne, actually, she was one that told me that there was a skill acquisition placement. So I keyed into it, and I informed my friends. Some keyed into it, some neglected it, but I'm very proud today. I can say I'm a proud beneficiary. Actually, that was my first contact with Excel, and today I use it mostly in all my works. I use it mostly in what I do as an inventory manager. Storekeeper. I use it mostly in hello? You put up for here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you. Go ahead. We know you're at work. Go ahead.
Yeah, talk to person. Sir. Sir?
Hello.
Fine, sir. Now we going now. Hello. Sorry,
We can hear you. We
now.
can hear you. I said, we know you're in the office, so there's a bit of distraction. We can hear you.
Okay.
Before tire. Front tire, front
So I keyed into the Excel program, the basic advanced Excel program, and that was my first contact with handling Excel. And today I'm very proud because if I hadn't engaged in that program today, probably I might not even know how to use Excel. And I'm very proud of this opportunity. I also keyed into the internship placement. Where I worked in the industry as a customer care representative, and it's also
Hello, everyone. Sorry,
Yeah, we can
Alfred's
hear you.
location is very noisy.
Yes.
So we'll need him to get somewhere a bit clearer so that we can be able to appreciate what he's saying, because in our conversation earlier, what he shared was really very, very impactful, and it's something that we feel is very important for our audience to hear. And there are a lot of things that he will say that we need to pick out from what he's saying. So while he gets to a more quiet location, we would like Angela, can we have the other person so that she can come in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Benjamin. I was actually just thinking, how do we tell him to maybe move to a more private place? Because he's the one who actually introduced David. And so I'm sure he has a lot to tell us. It's unfortunate that he's in the office, and we all understand how the office environment can be. Prince Richard, I think we should come to you now while we're trying to get Alfred situated in a better environment to speak. So Prince Richard, you're welcome. I know we have with you there Madam Ruth, and so we'd like to see Madam Ruth, and would like to have a short discourse with her. I know you're MRC, Richard, so we will still talk to you briefly before we go. Madam Ruth, good evening.
Good evening, ma. I'm fine, ma. Good evening, ma.
How are you, Madam Ruth?
I'm fine, ma.
You know, the people we've talked to so far, they're the English-speaking people. We go university, we do NYSC. You understand? So people will say, these people now, people we no book, we go school, and they follow talk. We want them to understand that even who not to go school, reach everybody like us, say they still get waiting, then fit do for Nigeria without having to travel out. Right here, then get waiting, then they do, where then they take hand do. So tell our audience now, who are you? How you take care about MRC, how you take know waiting then they do, how then take impact your life, waiting then teach you, waiting you they take and do today, and how you they take and encourage people where they around you, the young people, your mates, people where they older than you, waiting you they do now where then see say, indeed, I did Nigeria, I not come out for Nigeria, but see me, I they do well. And I defeat tell people say, not be everybody supposed jackpot for here for Nigeria, we get waiting we fit to. So tell us about yourself. Tell us how you take enter this MRC and waiting they don't take better your life. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you, ma. First of all, my name is Osage Ruth. Hello, my name is Osage Ruth. I want to thank the MRC GIZ with Kisto. Then the first time they direct me to the MRC office as a cleaner there. I was doing the job, relating with them, joking with them, laughing with them. Later, after some months, they call me again, Mommy and Nancy, Auntie Ruth, can you join them for these skills, this training? I say, which training? They say, if you want to know how to bake, all these baking, cake, and all. I say, okay, if you want to put my name, I'll be able to do it very well. It's okay, no problem. Then I write my name. The first training that I attend, they mention about business. They really teach us how to do business. I was be able to jot society things down when they was lecturing us. I just society it down, which is I was having small money, like 50,000 naira that time inside my account. Then after the lecture, after the 3 days lecture, then I went back home. When I got home, I said, this 50,000 naira, can I use it to start business? Or what will I do with this 50,000 naira? I said, let me hold on. Let me add to it. Then I was still working as a cleaner. Then my money was now 90,000 naira now. What to do? I need to travel to my local government, which is Igwebe. When I got there, I asked my sister, I wanted to buy oil. I want to do into business. Say which business? I say oil business. I want to buy oil. He said, oil, red oil. I said, yes, ma. I want to buy oil. He said, how much did you have? I said, sister, I have 90,000 naira with me. He said, 90,000 naira. I said, yes. He said, who taught you how to do business? And I said, it's MRC. They have skills there. They taught me how to do many things. It's okay. And I give him the 90,000 naira. So on market day, on Igwebe market day, we'll go. I say, okay, no problem. That very day, I hold like 5 jerrycan. They put the oil and I keep it from February, March, oil always come down at the rate of 20-something, 19,000 naira, 18,000 naira. As that time, each jerrycan was 18,000 naira. I bought the oil at the rate of 18,000 naira. Around that count this low end from July. Then they will call me, oh yeah, it's 35,000 naira now. I say 35,000. My sister will say, hold on, don't worry, don't sell it now. 45,000 naira, she will still call me. Hold on, Auntie Ruth, don't sell your oil. Oil will go to 60 or 70. I say, okay, no problem. Later, it was 50-something. And I call my sister, it's 50-something, so you have to sell it. She was not asking me, do you want to use the money now? I said, no, ma. I want to sell the oil. I have seen more profit inside. I want to sell the oil. He said, hold on. I said, sister, sell the oil. It's okay, no problem. She sold the oil, which is the one that really surprised me. I bought everything about 90,000 naira. When after selling the oil, I got about 275,000 naira. When I sold the oil, my profit there was 185,000 naira. I say, wow, I shout, my sister, I will continue to go and meet MRC. At any time they want to do anything, I will go there, I will go and meet them. So that they will put me more through the business that I want to do or anything. He said, my sister say, I will encourage you. Just be with them. Anything they ask you to do, obey them and do it. I will say, okay, no problem. Then I tell my sister, keep the other money. I will use it inside this day, which is 2025. So then after the oil, I bought 7 jerrycan, 20,000 naira at March this year. 20,000 naira. Now oil now is 50-something thousand naira. I got more profit. I love MRC. I love GIZ. I love Keystone. As in, they encourage me for more business. They take me from nobody to become somebody. Jesus, I always thank them. I always pray for them every day. I always pray for them every 24 hours because definitely people always call me cleaner. Sometimes I will laugh because I know where I'm going. When I judge them, my life changed. Even if I can buy something before, I will not even see money to buy anything. I don't have money. If you even tell me say to bring 10,000 naira, it's like you are insulting me. You know that I will not see 10,000 naira to bring. Why are you telling me to bring 10,000 naira? But today, if you ask me, give me 20,000 naira, I'm there, I will bring it out. Give me 10,000 naira, I'm there, I will bring it out. I will use this opportunity to encourage people so that about MRC and GIZ, I've told many of my friends to come and register with them so that they can more put them for true business they want to do. As for me, I wanted to travel out as that time. I was even begging them. I bet if you see anybody that want to carry me travel out, I'm ready, this. Now, I'm not interested in the travel out again. I don't want to jackpot. I want to stay in Nigeria because there is something here in Nigeria. I have benefits. For me to come to secretariat, this federal secretary, I'm happy. I have benefit many things through MRC, through GIZ. I have benefit more, whether catering, I know how to bake, I know how to do cake, I know how to do chicken, I know how to do meat pie. In fact, if I'm, for example, on Saturday, I don't always get chance for myself. Somebody will call me, you help me to bake chicho, maybe full rubber pants. I'll say, man, don't worry. Are you going to work the next day? I say, even if I'm going to work, I'll wake up for time so that I will do it for you. You'll say, no problem. Then the other one will still call me, mommy, now say, I need pop. I'll say, I will do it for you. Don't worry. Before 4, if they call me today, around 4, I'll try to go to market to go and get all those things. Before 5 or 3, I don't wake up. do their teaching, do their mitzvah for them for the following day. Definitely, they really try for me. I'm happy. God bless you all. You try for me for changing my life. I want to use this opportunity again to thank you, to thank DRZ and MRC with Keystone. I really thank you. I really appreciate for changing my life, for poverty to I really appreciate. I thank you. God will continue to bless you all. God will guard you. God will, whatever you are looking for, you will see it.
Amen.
Because my life have changed.
Amen. Amen. Madam Ruth,
Ma.
even me as I dey here now, I want to do palm oil business.
Ma.
Not be play at the play, because as you talk now, I don't dey calculate time, because obviously it's not a small thing. Now, just to have the capital, if someone like you fit take 90,000, start the palm. I hope you are not chopping your profits, for your kind of business. As you get them, you will reinvest the capital. You understand? So you started with 5 jerry can. You don't do 7 jerry can. Then I hope next time we hear, we'll say, we are doing 10 jerry can. So this is very good news. And, so but what I asked, what you have learned now, how are you using it in your own society, in your place where you are with your people there? I know say not be Igwe, but you dey Bini, you understand, but how you they take train your people for Igwe, other women where they like you, how you they encourage them? Because not all of them can go to MRC, but you are the road they can see to MRC. How are you using it to benefit your society?
As for me, last time when I baked kitchen Easter last week, I caught one lady. She joined me, 2 of them joined me. I said, miss it like this, do it like this. After everything, we deliver I said that the person will come so that you will come and carry your personality. It's okay, no problem. That oil that we are saying, the oil, I even introduced one woman from this secretariat. I introduced her, I say, madam, if you buy oil like this, maybe 20,000 naira, you get more profit. He say, how? I say, ma, if you get jerrycan like 25 liter, like 5 or 6, just give me. I will help you. He said, yes. I said, yes. He said, Mommy Nancy, you sure? I said, yes, ma. Auntie Ruth, you sure? I said, yes. If you not trust me, let's go home. Let me show you those people that you want to buy from. He said, okay, no problem. Definitely, she give me the money. I called them. I bet more keep like 6 jerrycan wait for me. They say, okay, no problem. They tell me their amount. They say 20K. I say, okay, I send the money. About 120,000 naira. I send it. They say, okay. The jerrycan, I say, don't worry about the jerrycan. She will pay for the jerrycan. How much is jerrycan? They say they'll give me for 3,000 naira. We pay for it. The oil even there. Is there. I was even telling the woman, don't sell your oil now. Because oil is about 50-something thousand naira now. At the rate of 60, you can sell it, or 60-something. She said, Mommy Nancy, thank you. Thank you. She was even happy. Mommy Nancy, thank you. And she wants to buy more. She wants to buy more. I said, wow. He said, Mommy Nancy, this year, 2026, she will buy like 30 jerrycan. I said, no problem. Even if you want to buy 50 jerrycan, I'm there for you. I will show you. I will direct you how to do the business. He said, okay.
Beautiful. 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 So now that is the personal one where you they do.
Yes, ma'am.
As you get contacts with MRC, how you go introduce your own people to MRC? Okay. Make them to fit can learn from MRC. You learn from MRC, so they teach them. But now they help them do the business. How you go introduce MRC to them so that they can come in and learn directly. The thing where you tell person, you tell person. Not be the same as if the person go there by himself, go learn them. So how you go get your own people to see MRC and join MRC business training.
Okay, even my sister, again one day when she still asked me about this question, she understand. They want to learn, they want to come this program. She understand. I said, if you can come to this side, you will see Emma. They now ask me whether they can come to our village. They come and teach them how to do more business. She understand. And I said that no problem. I will tell Auntie Joanne if they can follow me to my village to go and tell them, see how it is, see how MRC, so that they can put more effort for their business. They say, okay, no problem. I said, okay.
Beautiful. Final question for you, not final, you still there, you never come out. Very important question where person just asked me now. You pay money for all this thing where you they do, MRC, then charge you money?
They not charge me 1 naira. They don't charge
so
me
all this wonderful thing where you say you don't learn now, you don't they do chin, you they do every business, you know how to invest, all free of charge.
Yes, ma.
They're not asking for anything. They're not
No, they're not
collect
asking
1
for
naira.
anything. They're not collect 1 naira from me.
Beautiful. Madam Ruth, thank you so much. You are still on standby. You never come out. We go still come back to you. Make we hear from our brother where they talk before you, but unfortunately, in office, they a bit noisy. But right now, I hear Mr. Alfred is back with us. Alfred, are you on standby? Is Alfred on standby? Is he here?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Yeah, so sorry about that. We definitely understand what you're going through. We know you're in the office and all that. So we appreciate that you've been able to find a bit of a quiet place to be able to talk to us, because we know you have very interesting things to tell us. So please go ahead. We're listening to you now. Welcome back.
Okay. I got to know MRC when I was serving as a youth corper, because I also served in the secretariat, and during our Tuesday CDS we come around. So the CLO then told me that okay, there's a program that is about to take place, and I was like, okay, I'll stay behind and listen to what the program is all about. I also told some of my friends and we stayed behind. So when we attended the program, it was about employability training. So they taught us the right way to migrate, the right way to leave the country, and not looking for shortcuts and at the end of the day getting stranded in overseas in a foreign land, and no one to back you up. So they taught us different things, and also CV writing, how to write your CV, how to put yourself out there. So it's in one of their training that they were like one of the facilitators told us to like Google ourselves. And interestingly, if you Google yourself, you may not even see yourself appear. So that's when I even got to know that yes, another thing is your visibility, and LinkedIn helps you achieve that. So I got to know about the skill acquisition program through Mrs. Joanne. She told me that there's going to be a skill acquisition program. I was profiled. I went to the GIZ office. He profiled me and told us when the training was going to start. And today, what the work I'm doing is what I learned from GIZ training, MRC training, because I work today as an inventory officer, and then you have to deal with data, you have to deal with supplies, you have to deal with outflows. So this the skill set I got, Excel. And funny enough, it was my very first time of like handling Excel. It was my very first time. When you say Excel, it looks like one big English to me, but today I'm very proud that I participated in that program, because it's really helped me and really changed my life. Then I also participated in the internship placement. I worked as a customer care representative. It also helped me to understand the rigors of industry. It's a different thing working as a corper, and it's a different thing working in the labor market. So I'm very grateful, because even the work I do now, I deal with clients, I deal with customers, and they call me and you talk to them, you know how to talk to clients, to burn the bridges. And today I'm very proud of having participated in this program. I told a lot of people, though many went for the training, some did not go for it. So, but those that went for it, they at least they can see the results. The result speaks for itself. So I'm very happy. And my advice to those that are currently thinking maybe is this true, is this false, or they're not taking it serious, is that they should take it serious. Every single aspect of the training, they should take it serious, because whatever skill they learn there is going to empower them. It's going to empower them, because even with what I'm doing now and what I'm doing now, I don't think of I don't think of leaving the country, because yes, at least I can take care of myself now. There's no need for me to leave the country. Most times when the thought of leaving the country comes into play is when the person can't take care of himself, the economic situation, we all know how the economic situation of the country is. So that's why the thought comes in, I want to japa, I want to leave the country. But when you can afford it, comfortably take care of yourself, see that most times the thoughts won't cross your mind. So I'm very happy and grateful to the facilitators, GIZ, MRC. I thank them for all their efforts they put in training us.
Yeah. So Alfred, it's so good to hear all that you've said. When we're speaking to David, he talked about opportunities he's been able to get abroad, right from here in Nigeria. Are you also exploring such things? Have you had such opportunities?
I've not really had such opportunities, but I've been able to build my profile on LinkedIn. So hopefully, I'm hoping to get one of those gigs too, because visibility is one thing, and that's why I have built my profile on LinkedIn. Because when they said Google yourself in one of the trainings, I surprisingly, I think it was my Facebook profile that just turned up, and it's not something that companies most of the time will look into. And so, but
Exactly.
now at least if you Google me, at least you see my LinkedIn profile, and hopefully I pray one of these days I'll get those gigs.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Alfred. Really, I've heard so much from you, and I'm so impressed with what you were able to get from Emma, especially with being able to rework your resume to make it interesting to potential employers, and then creating your visibility in the market that when anybody just puts your name in Google, they can actually find you and see what you're doing. But one question to you before we put you back in the background, because you're not going, you're still here to answer some questions for us, is now you've gotten this training and all that, how are you actually pushing it even to your colleagues at work? It's one thing to just tell them, oh, I got this training, it will be nice for you to go. Have you been able to get them, maybe get people from MRC to come and talk to them in your office and say, listen, we have these opportunities for you? How are you announcing what you have gotten? You are no more a copper, you are now working. How are you
Okay,
actually pushing this out to because knowledge is power. If people don't know about it, then they don't know what to take advantage of. So how are you actually pushing this out to people?
okay, I still keep in touch with my groups, the groups I was in when I was still serving core member, like the Boboka group. I'm still there. Then I still reach out to them like, oh, what are you doing? Why not take this course, this training? There's this training going on. You can just go to the secretariat. You'll be profiled. Then they will direct you to GIZ office. They have a lot of computer training, a lot of skill sets available. I even during when I was serving, I still pushed some coppers. I still pushed some coppers. The unfortunate thing is that most of them just gave up along the way. But I still try my best to like, okay, I've benefited from this. I want others too to benefit from this. Even at my workplace, I tell them, go out, there's computer skill is there's a place you can learn computer skill from. So because you may not be here forever, you may not be we don't pray to be in a static place forever. So whatever skill we pick along the way will go a long way. There's a place you can get it. Go to the secretariat. If you want me to give you the person's contact, I can. But unfortunately, some of them keyed into it, some of them have gone to the secretariat, some of them maybe they are still hoping, but I'll still try my best to convince them because of course we cannot remain in a static place.
Yeah. My final question to you, quick one. Everybody wants to jackpot. So you meet someone today, your old classmates, your relatives who are just going on and on about jackpot. What message do you have for them?
The message I have for them is there's so much they can achieve in Nigeria. The Just like I said earlier, most times the thought is because they are not able to comfortably take care of themselves. So when they have something doing, when they have a skill set that they enjoy doing, the thoughts will not cross their mind because yes, they can take care of themselves, yeah, they can take care of their family. So they will not see the need to start afresh in a foreign, because you are starting afresh in a
Yeah.
foreign country. they won't see that need if they can comfortably stay here and do what they enjoy doing. They won't see that need to go somewhere they don't know to start afresh. So I still tell them, get the skill set. If it's MRC, you go, you meet them, they profile you. When the training is up, you sign up for it, you attend it diligently, and before you know, you increase your visibility, you also increase your own contacts.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Alfred. I'm sure Prince Richard will not be expecting this, but Prince, we would like you to come on and answer one or two questions that have been directed to you. I can answer one or two for you, but I need you to speak on behalf of MRC since I don't have John here. Mr. Richard, are you there? Mr. Richard? Is Mr. Richard with us? I can answer one. Someone asked a question and is asking that is MRC only in Benin? MRC is not only in Benin. MRC is in Lagos. MRC is in Abuja. MRC is in Benin. I think MRC is also in, I think, Kogi State. Richard, where you're here. Richard, we have one or two questions people have asked that I think you're in a better position to answer, though I was trying to answer on your behalf, but since you're here, a question here says, is MRC only in Benin? I was already answering that. I know we have MRC in Abuja, we have in Lagos, we have in Benin. I know you have more locations. Can you just quickly educate us on where you have? But the most important question I saw here that someone asked was, just a minute. Someone said, how can you reach more women, that there is hope? I think they're talking from the example of Madam Ruth there. So what are you doing to reach out to more of these local women? Because it's so interesting to see and inspiring, not just interesting, inspiring to see a Madam Ruth getting knowledge, business investment knowledge from MRC and being able to apply it to her business. She's someone that works as a cleaner, but today she's an oil merchant. She's a caterer. You know, she has added so much to her portfolio. So can you just tell us how we can reach more women? And then again, where do we have locations of the MRC? Thank you, Prince.
Good afternoon, everybody.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard Edward, representing Migrant Resource Center, Benin, under the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment. I would like to say, how do we reach more women? We run programs we have what we call faith advocacy program, where we go to churches. From time to time, we also do what we call market outreaches. There have been instances whereby we even go to villages, and we have been privileged to speak with the Onojes of the village, sensitizing people on the dangers of irregular migration, and also chipping what we do as a migrant resource center, which is a one-stop shop whereby migrants, potential migrants, and returning migrants come to get relevant information that is going to aid or facilitate their traveling abroad. Then in terms of location, we are located at Lagos, Benin, Abuja. We're also located at Nasarawa in Ado, to be precise. Then currently there's also a move that is ongoing to create additional centers in Kano, in Kano and in Enugu as we speak. Hopefully, by the end of the year, we should have positive response on that issue.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Richard. Another question I would want to direct to you. When you have success stories like Madam Ruth there, how do you use people like her to showcase what you're doing to other women?
Like we say, most times, what people actually want to see is that it works. And we've also spoken with her. She wants us to come to our church. And like we say, we do what we call faith advocacy program. And most times people want to see it that someone they know actually have benefited from that program. And We have plans on going to our church to sensitize them. We even go to mosques for sensitization to tell you. So most people are aware that this is actually going on. Many people are aware. Even Mr. Ben from TISO, we've had a program where we were both in the market together on sensitization. So
yes,
it's actually a big program and people are really aware.
Okay. Final question to you. You've worked with a TISU consultant, for example. This woman, now let's assume myself. I work with Esangbedo Humanitarian Foundation, and this is a very interesting conversation we're having. So if I today have women, maybe as you said, you handle faith, you also do faith advocacy programs. So if I have a group of 10 women in my church, for example, I say, okay, these 10 women, I've looked at them, they're serious people in terms of their attitude. I see they're people who will be willing to learn and use what they're being taught to do better in the society. How do we reach out to you as individuals, say, oh, please, we have these 10 women and would like you to come and teach them or train them for us? What does that entail? I'm asking this for everybody else who's also listening and who will also listen to this webinar after today. If we have people, because we're all trying to make sure the society today, people are self-sufficient. So if we want to do it for people, how do we get you people to do it for us?
Okay, thank you, Ma, for that question. I will say it's wise for anyone who wants to work with the Migrant Resource Center to come to the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment, Aduwawa. That is where we are located at, second floor. Or you come in, or you can call us on our phone number 070-7135-4656. You can call us on any of those numbers. By the time you call us, you reach out to us, then we will what? Look at your program together and we'll see what we can do. Or it's advisable you come around so we can what? Meet face to face. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Richard. This is such an awesome one we've had today. I'm really impressed with what we've heard. As I said, even I have taken away something from here. I was not joking when I told Madam Ruth I'm going to I'm going to try and get into that palm oil business because it sounds very interesting. Can we have Madam Ruth back online briefly? Let's just round up with her, and then we'll quickly take round up comments from the other people we have here. Madam Ruth.
Yes, ma'am.
It's nice to have you with us again. As I said, I'm so impressed to hear that you have also arranged to take this program to your church members. And really, that is what it should be. You know, each one help one. So you've been helped and you're very willing and happy. You know, I tell people the ocean is big enough. There is too much fish in the ocean. So people will be selfish and say, they've taught me. Let me hold it to myself. But I see you're one of the good ones who have learned. And then you've said, let me take it to other people to come and learn what I have learned. So what I want to ask Ma is, now that you have learned, and you're just a minute, please. I'm so sorry. I have sugar. That was an unexpected interruption. I am so sorry about that. I was saying, you've been able to bring people from your church. You've told them, oh, come and talk to people in my church and all that. This palm oil business, for example, you started with such little capital. Among those your women, do you think you can also gather a group of women and say, come together, pool your resources together so that you can, or maybe one person, I don't even have up to 50. What I have is 10,000. So you're able to gather 2 or 3 men and say, you put your money, put your 10,000 together and use it to start from there. Before you know, you share your profit and each person is able to start. So I'm happy you've been able to bring the Migrant Resource Center. But for you, how are you going to expose this more to your women, aside the church members, your fellow cleaners? I'm sure even in the office there, you're not the only cleaner. So how do you continue to advertise and advocate for them to come in and do something for themselves? That's my final word to you. Let me hear how you're going to handle that for us.
Thank you, ma'am. For example, one of my friends, which is Mommy Precious, I called her one day that I'm into oil business. She understand. She said, oil business. She said, yes. I said, I buy oil at the rate of 18,000 naira. After everything, I got about 50-something thousand naira. My girl was like this. She said, okay, that is good though. She have money. I said, you have money? He said, yes. How much did you have? He said, I have 50,000 naira. I said, even if it's 2 jerrycan, use it to buy first. She understand? You can got more profit. Even if 20-something thousand naira on top, you can use it to, from there, you continue stage by stage. She was very happy. She said, okay. The other woman, our Vasa still, see GIZ, oh, see, go and meet them, or apply for this work, oh, this business is good, oh, see, they will even put you for more business. You will put more effort to do more if you have little money. It's not by big money, because if I'm expecting by big money, say somebody will give me 200,000, somebody will give me this, I will not be able to start that business every day. I will use less the money. You understand? For that training that they encourage me, they put more effort. You understand? I know that was 50,000 naira with me. I was looking for 40,000 naira to add to it so that I can push myself into a business. I will still advance them. I will still encourage them. No matter what you have, even if it's 1 jerrycan, buy it and keep it. When you get another 20,000 naira, but another one and keep it. That is how I always do every time. Even if I have money now, I will still buy 1 jerrycan. I will not even mind whether the jerrycan is 50,000 naira. I know that with time between now to December, I will get more profit. There will be 20,000 naira on top. I will still encourage more, maybe from church, from outside. If I come out, I will still more encourage them so that they'll come and register with MRC. There is something there you will gain. And for me, I will still encourage my people from home so that they will put more effort whatsoever they are doing. Do you understand? So that they'll put more effort. Even the little money they have in the farm, let them use it to do business. That is all, ma. Thank you, ma. I'm not hearing. She's saying something.
I said, thank you so very much, Madam Ruth. We're so happy to have heard from you. We have learned a lot from you, and we're happy you're taking this out to other women who are also around you there. So thank you, and congratulations on how far you have come. I pray the next time we'll hear from you again, it's going to be bigger success stories than this. Thank you so much. We'll go to David. David, you are the first person to speak to us today. Are you with us, David?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
David, thank you so much. We learned a lot from you. We just want to hear some last word from you. What would you have to tell people who are there still thinking, oh, life is impossible for me in Nigeria? But we've heard from this woman who was able to start a little business with her small 90,000. A lot of people look for more people to borrow them money in the millions to travel abroad. But we're hearing someone saying she started something with just 90,000 and see how far she has gone. So what would be your last word today before we round up our program?
Okay. My last word will be that in everything you do, you should be consistent and consistent, and to be consistent, because consistency in everything we do is the key to greatness. So also my advice is that to intending trainees that will actually tend to take up this training, my advice to them is take it seriously, because every session, every skill, every mentor you acquire will be the next big opportunity. So take everything serious and then be consistent. That's just it. And then continue that way. Because sometimes the results will not come immediately, but with consistency, if you're consistent and you're persistent, results will definitely show, just like the way you've seen us right here. So thank you, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mr. Alfred, are you there? Mr. Alfred, can you unmute yourself? You're still muted. Oh, great. So, Mr. Alfred, I said thank you. We really got a lot from you today also, and we're so happy to have heard from you. It's wonderful to see what your experience has been like and where it has helped you get to your growth and all that. So do you have any final words for us? I was also going to ask David, so let me also ask you, hearing from Madam Ruth, what have you been able to get even from Madam Ruth, who would say is not as educated as we are, but she has been able to show us that even for her, MRC, GIZ, and all have opportunities for growth right here at home. So final word from you, please.
Okay, what I'm going to add is that most of the time people get some opportunity to know opportunities, and they end up using it. Sometimes when you hear of these seminars are going on, or these meetings are taking place, just keen to it, because keen, that's where you get extra knowledge. She was able to, if she today house
Your network seems to be really poor. We can't hear you. Your connection is really poor. Your connection is poor. We can barely hear you.
Okay, Alfred, I think you can switch off your video. So
Switch
the
off it. Maybe,
network
yeah,
should
maybe
improve.
that'll give, yes. So maybe that'll give us better volume. So go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Clearly, very clear.
Okay, can you hear me now?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So what I learned from what she said is, sometimes when opportunity presents itself, we should take advantage of it. Because if she hadn't taken the extra step to have gone to MRC training, to have keyed into this opportunity, she wouldn't have this success story today. So my advice to people listening right there is, sometimes when you hear of a seminar is going on, a webinar is going on, listen first, attend it, because you don't know if that is where your next level is going to come from. So that's my advice. That's my advice for those listening to us today. And kudos to Madam Roots for what she has achieved.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Alfred. We've done 1 hour. It's been a very, 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 very interesting and enlightening 1 hour. MRC, I really wish we'll have better opportunities to advertise and maximize what this organization stands for. I know we have a national orientation agency in Nigeria. I don't think they're doing a good job in publicizing this great organization that they have. Benjamin, I know you're there. I would want 1 or 2 words from you. I've spoken so much. I've enjoyed myself thoroughly. What do you have to say to the people we have spoken with today?
This has really been an amazing session, very different from what we've been having. Getting to speak with beneficiaries of the Migrant Resource Center has really been amazing. The organization has done a lot. We've partnered with them a lot on different projects, along with the Sangbedo Humanitarian Foundation. And what we really noticed is that what they are doing, the impact they are making, needs to be heard. And that is one of the essence of this Building Bridges platform, to bridge the area of lack of knowledge to where the knowledge lies. And I think is one of the things that Alfred mentioned. We realize that most of the times we have this kind of trainings coming up, we have this kind of webinars coming up, and the interest rate is a bit scanty. Because I think we've come into an era where people are so much interested in either japa or make money with ease, and it has really warped our values now. And this is really interesting to hear what the Migrant Resource Center is doing. And moving forward, we have a lot of projects that we are looking forward to partnering with them, with the Sangbedo Humanitarian Foundation. So this has really been interesting. This has been very much enlightening. I have been taking down a lot of notes, and it's really a wonderful one. I would want us to, those that are actually watching on us, watching the program, I would like you to share, and so people can really see and harness this available opportunity that comes to you at literally no cost. So this has been an amazing session. Thank you so much, Angela, for driving this session. It has really been impactful.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. I think that is my closing note.
I'm sorry to interrupt. While we're
Yeah.
rounding up, okay, she's gone. Joan was there a minute ago. I just wanted her to say something on behalf of the MRC, but since she's gone, so
Yeah.
but we've heard from Prince and Richard. We just want to say thank you very much for representing the MRC very well. Okay, Joan seems to have jumped back in. Maybe we'll give her a minute to say something before we leave. She's out again.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
she's
think
there.
she's on transit.
No,
she's
she's
on
there.
transit, so she may not be able to
You may not be able to speak. Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you. It was a great outing. And I think this is one webinar I'm personally going to go back and listen to because there's a lot to learn from it. And then it's something we can share to our people, both at home, back home in the villages, those people here, because what we've seen clearly is the MRC is not just for the graduates or the literate, even for those who have not gone to school, there is something for them to do. So this is something we should share and let everybody know who they are. And then we'll also see how Esangbedu Humanitarian Foundation, TISU Consulting will continue to partner with them to reach out to those people who need them. So thank you very much. I've had a wonderful time today and I look forward to the next episode. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, and see you all.
Thank you, man. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.